Milwaukee police are investigating a homicide that occurred on Wednesday, June 15th, 2022, in the 2200 block of North Titunia Avenue at 6:30 a.m. Officers arrived on the scene to find 28-year-old Brazil Johnson dead on arrival.
City leaders and police addressing the murder of Brazil Johnson.
Let's not forget Brazil Johnson's name and her story. And let's find the person or people responsible for this.
Johnson was shot June 15th near Teutonia and Garfield. Her death highlighting tragic statistics about violence toward Black trans women.
Who killed Brazil Johnson? Brazil, who identified as a Black trans woman, was said to succumb to fatal gunshot injuries. She's one of countless trans women to be slain.
Investigators are not saying whether Brazil's death is tied to the fact that she's transgender. Even so, she's at least the 17th transgender person killed in a violent way in the U.S. in the past 6 months. That's according to the Human Rights Campaign. 2021 was the deadliest year on record for the trans community in our country. More than 50 trans people were murdered in the U.S. last year. The majority of them were Black and Latinx. Many of these deaths go unreported.
I'm not gonna say I'm not afraid.
Monet Evans knew Brazil, who for a while volunteered with the same LGBTQ support organization, diverse and resilient.
Always happy, always just charming, and always just like nice.
Monet and other transgender advocates vow to create a safer and more accepting Milwaukee in honor of Brazil, who should still be here.
It's unclear if the motive was because she was transgender. Her mother strongly believes that this is a hate crime. Police are investigating.
No one knows who pulled the trigger or why, but Bernitha Gildart believes hate fueled the heinous crime.
It could be a possibility that it was a hate crime, and it could have been a lover, a quarrel, and it could have just been, it was just targeted.
Teresa Reed brought to tears thinking about her friend's murder.
Nice, kind-hearted, everybody knew her.
To be targeted like that, and no one really say anything about how violent it was, it's scary for all the girls that are choosing this lifestyle.
Mom hopes the truth surfaces soon.
There's a lot of people that was out there that knew a lot, but they scared to talk.
Transgender people are 4 times more likely to be victims of violent crime than cisgender people, according to UCLA's Williams Institute. The Human Rights Campaign also note that many such cases go unreported or the victims are misgendered at death.
Brazil, you will always be in our hearts.
Just don't understand who would do something so cruel to my baby.
No one is in custody for Brazil's death. It's an active investigation. Milwaukee police not releasing many details of the fatal shooting on Teutonia near Garfield Avenue, June 12th.
I wish that anybody know anything will say something to give me and my mom closure.
Brazil went to Rufus King, then studied culinary arts at Milwaukee Area Technical College. She came out as transgender to her family 7 years ago.
If you know something, say something.
Milwaukee police with no leads so far and very little information, pleading for help.
Never feel like what you know won't be helpful or beneficial. It could be just what we need.
The captain of District 3, where the crime happened, was joined by 2 leaders of MPD's LGBTQ liaison program, which is meant to create more understanding of LGBTQ issues within the police department.
There is people on the department that care and want to help foster relationships. There's those hurdles and obstacles that have to be overcome before the relationships improve.
Gaining the confidence of the LGBTQ community, especially those who are transgender, can be difficult.
A lot of people unfortunately still don't trust us, and it can be incredibly frustrating because we want to help.
Both Sergeant Velasquez and Officer Nalen are Milwaukee residents, building their own families here. While neither of them knew Brazil personally, they want her murder solved and want to make sure LGBTQ people in Milwaukee are not living in fear.
Who killed Brazil Johnson? Anyone with information is asked to call the Crime Stoppers at 414-224-8477. We will continue to follow this story as it plays out.